Hello, sports fans. King Icheboo coming to you live. And I'd like to announce that the King Icheboo Sports Network is on the air. It is on the air. KISN, the King Icheboo Sports Network, is broadcasting live. The date today is September the 1st, 1979, and we are the first all sports network in the world. Yes, we are 1 week ahead of ESPN. Let me tell you the entire story. Well, about a year ago, up here in Tuktoyaktuk, we have a interesting population of living creatures, some humans, some seals, walrus, caribou. And I tell you one thing, seals love hockey. I don't know if you knew that. Seals love hockey. In fact, they are crazy about hockey. And we used to get, once a month or so, we'd get a dog sled up from Dawson City or somewhere. And used to come up and give us a few supplies. And the seals would just drill them about hockey. In particular, the California Golden Seals. As you imagine, they love the seals. And, but there was a time, about a year ago where, well, a little bit before that, when our dog sled guy got cold feet. And as you imagine, the ailment of having cold feet is not a good thing for a dog sled driver. And so we didn't get a dog sled for quite a while. And I have to admit, the seals drove me absolutely crazy. They asked me 24 times a day if I thought the Seals would win the Stanley Cup. If I thought the Steels, how are the Seals doing? The Seals win the Stanley Cup. The Seals, who are they playing tonight? Are they going to win? And I would it'd be like, I wish I was, how should I say, one of those dolls with a string. You could just pull it and it would just say, I don't know. I don't know. I had to say, I don't know 5,000 times a day. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if the Seals are going to win the Cup. I don't know if they're going to make the playoffs. I don't know who's the leading scorer of the Seals. I don't know if they won last night. Who are they playing? I don't know. But I tried to keep my patience as much as I could. And, so finally, and they said, well, you should know this. You're a king. You should know how the Seals are doing if they're going to win the Stanley Cup. I'm not omniscient. I'm not omniscient. I'm a king, but I'm not omniscient. I don't know all things. I rely on information. I wasn't getting the information. So anyway, so with about a year, we didn't get a dog sled. We were pretty much cut off from the outside world. Then about a year ago, we got our dog sled driver. His feet condition was totally healed, and he came back again. And so, of course, the Seals, going crazy. Hey, we're going to hear about the Seals. And so, I said, well, don't bombard the poor guy, or he will never come back. Let me ask. Okay? So I went up to the driver before he got to town, and I said, the Seals have been going nuts because they want to know about the California Golden Seals. And so, did they win the Stanley Cup? How are they doing? And he said, Golden Seals? There are no Golden Seals. And I said, what? No Golden Seals? What happened? Well, they were sold. Sold? I don't want to tell them that they were sold. They'll get mad. They don't believe in slavery, selling human beings or selling seals or anything. No. The team was sold. Oh, you mean like Slapshot? Yeah, just like Slapshot. Where did they get sold to? Did they go to Florida? Because that's what Slapshot, they were going to Florida. No, they went to Cleveland. Cleveland? Well, there's no seals in Cleveland. And he said, well, no, but there's no seals in California either. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. But, okay, I'll have to break the news to the Seals that, there's no more California Golden Seals. They are now the Cleveland Seals. And he said, well, no, there's no Cleveland Seals. What? They're the Barons. Barons? Well, what's a baron? Well, I don't know. He said it's some kind of politician. They named it after the politician? Yeah, some old medieval politicians or something. Well, okay, I'll break the news to them that their beloved Seals are now the Cleveland Barons. And they said, well, no, they're not. Well, you just said they're the Cleveland Barons. Well, no, they were sold. They didn't last. Oh, they lasted 1 year. Well, where are they now? Well, they kind of just they merged. They merged with the Minnesota North Stars, and they kind of evaporated. There's no more Seals, no more Barons, nothing. You know, at this point, I was so frustrated, so confused about what's going on that I thought, you know, we got to get some better communication than relying on a dog sled once a month to give us this information. I mean, so what I decided to do was I decided, you know, once in a while, every 10 years or so, I go down to the South, you know, Fort McMurray or something. But this time I really wanted to go further south. I said, I'm going to go to New York City. I've been there once before. I stayed at the Waldorf. It was beautiful, you know, so I'll go there again. And I'll set up a meeting. I'll set up a meeting with Bowie Kuhn. He's the commissioner of baseball. I'll set I'll get them all in one meeting, not just individual. I'll get Bowie Kuhn. I'll get John Ziegler of the NHL. I'll get Larry O'Brien of the NBA and Pete Rozelle of the NFL. I'll get them into a room and I'll pitch an idea that I've got. So that's what I did. I got them all together. You know, they met because, you know, I'm a king. You know, people listen. Kings talk. People listen, even Pete Rozelle. And so we got into the room, and then this other guy shows up. I forget Byers or Walter Byers from the NCAA. I'd never heard of him, but hey, if you want to come and join us, sure, why not? So he joined us, and I pitched this idea. I said, you know, we're just a little community way up in the Arctic Circle, way past the Arctic Circle. We're on the top. We're by the coast of the Arctic Ocean. All right, we're the most northern community in all of Canada. That's on the mainland. I mean, we're way up, and we're cut off from, you know, we don't have. I heard about this thing called cable TV. You know, some places are starting to get cable TV. You know, lots of places have it, I guess. Well, we have no hope of getting cable TV. CBC doesn't even broadcast up where we are. We have to have our own TV. We create our own TV shows, and hey, they're pretty good, you know. But when it comes to sports, we're pretty limited. You know, we have walrus sliding and, ice chipping. You know, these are our sports. You know, it's kind of dull. You know, not too exciting. Especially since, you know, the same guy, the walrus, Herbert, he's this big, large walrus. He wins every year. He just runs over everybody on the way down and wins. Everybody else is, you know, crushed into the ice, into the track, you know. So he wins every year. So it's kind of boring. So we want some real sport. We want some American sports. So I pitched them, what if we had a channel? We don't care about, you know, news. You know, we don't care about what's going on in politics and all that stuff. We don't care about, you know, what's going on TV. You know, we saw one of your shows, BJ and the Bear. We thought that was the stupidest idea. Some guy traveling around in his truck with a monkey, you know, like, come on. That's a dumb idea. We could have thought better than that up in our little studio up in Tuktoyaktuk. Anyway, you know, so we're not interested in that. We want sports. So what if I broadcast all your sports, so I can broadcast it throughout our town up there in Tuktoyaktuk, and then the Seals will be happy. They won't bug me. I won't go insane. You know, and the 5 guys there, you know, they were looking, and they said, you know, first of all, Pete Rozelle speaks up. Well, he says, well, you know, we just sold television rights to ABC, NBC, CBS for, I don't know, he said $500 gazillion or something. Yeah, you know, that's usually what we charge. So, and then, thankfully, Larry O'Brien, Larry O.B. What a guy that guy is. He looked at Rozelle and said, what are you, nuts? They can't afford $5 gazillion up in Tuktoyaktuk. They're just a little town of, you know, 100 people. They can't afford that. I'll tell you what, King, says Larry O.B. He says, I will allow you to broadcast every NBA game you want for no cost. Nothing. Zippo. And everybody like, well, yeah, you're the least popular. You got to put up your NBA Finals at 10:30 in the evening. He said, quiet. We're working on that. But anyway, you can have all the NBA games you want for free. And if you guys don't follow suit, then you're a bunch of putzes, he says. Well, that turned the tide already. So all the major sports, all four of them said, yeah, we will let you broadcast our sports. We make enough money. We don't need your money. In fact, we don't use money up there. Our currency is ice. We got plenty of ice. We're bazillionaires up there. But, we don't have like dollars and stuff. So, they said we can broadcast for free. Well, that's great. And so that's what we did. So we're planning our channel. We set up all these satellite dishes and all this kind of stuff. These things are bigger than a house, and we're all ready. And we thought we would get broadcasting about in time for there's an event in end of January that seems pretty popular down your way, and it's called the Super Bowl. So we thought we would broadcast the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl will be our first broadcast. What a way to, start the network with the Super Bowl. But then we got about 6 months ago, we got one of our dog sled deliveries, and the guy said, I told him our idea, and he said, well, I don't think this is too original. I heard about this ESPN. And they're going to broadcast their own sports network. I said, what? Huh? ESPN, when are they going to broadcast? They said, I don't know, about September 7th or something like that in, this year, 79. And I said, well, forget the Super Bowl. We're going to broadcast before ESPN. We're going to broadcast September 1st, a week before them. And so, yes, we worked our butts off, our little seal butts. We've worked so hard, and we are now on the air. Yes, we're ready to go. We are going to broadcast all the sports. I think, for the rest of time, ESPN will be our bitter rivals. We'll be, I will be in competition with them, but I've got the advantage. You think they're going to get the NFL for $0? NHL, all the games, all the NBA, all the baseball? No, they're going to be showing what? Kayak races and, extreme ironing and dog shows and what else do they show? Tour de France or something like that. We want any of that crap. We want sports, 24-hour sports. They're not going to be able to show that. So we're going to have the advantage right away on ESPN. So we are going to broadcast, right starting today, September the 1st, we're going to start broadcasting Major League Baseball right in time for the pennant races. The CFL is going on right now, and we're going to broadcast the CFL. It's in the middle of the season. We're going to be right in time for the Labor Day Classic. We're going to broadcast that. And what? Tomorrow, September 2nd, what starts? The beginning of the NFL season. We're going to broadcast that. The NFL, the ESPN, they're going to broadcast after the first week. They're going to broadcast the second week. And I doubt very much if they even get football for the first 10 years. But, what a bunch of putzes. They don't even get in time for the NFL season. We've got the NFL. Every game of the NFL. We are ready to go. We're going to broadcast this game here. Is this Monday night? I think this is the Monday night game. We're going to broadcast this on Monday night. Pittsburgh at New England. You bet you we are. So we've got the heads up. We got the advantage over this ESPN. What does ESPN stand for anyway? Nobody here can figure it out. So yeah, this is what we're going to do. This is what I wanted to announce. We are on the air and we're ready to go. So stay tuned. We'll be back later. So catch us when we're back. Bye-bye.